What's up, you guys? This is the girl you can trust, Tarot, and I am here tonight. And listen, happy Mother's Day, happy late Mother's Day to all of my mothers, godmothers, those who are just have that nurturing spirit that's in that feminine energy. You know, so many of you guys are in your North Node, and I decided to come on here on live. As for my subscribers, you all know my son transitioned to the other side. So this was my first day, my first Mother's Day without him being here in the physical. So I wanted to know, how, first and foremost, how was your Mother's Day? Hope that you enjoyed it. If you aren't a mother, hopefully you were celebrating with your mom. I have been feeling you guys heavily in my energy. And the message I feel tonight is the narcissist is back. And they want the empath real bad. And when I say real bad, real bad. So listen, some of y'all got some energies that is refusing to let you all go. And they putting their claims and their debts on you. They are really, 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 really wanting to connect with you guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed your Mother's Day. For those of you all who celebrated Mother's Day, I am the girl you can trust, Tarot, and I'm super, super amped to bring, you know, these downloaded messages to you guys. Hope that you guys are really, you know, doing well, because right now, you know, we just recently had a full moon, a lunar eclipse, and we were in Mercury retrograde. And so it's been a lot going on. So I pray that you all are like, you know, just like in a good space, because the energies have been extremely high for my empaths, for those of you guys who feel everything so intensely, whether it's in the earth realm or just in your own environment. I send strength out to you. Hopefully you are learning in these times to tap in and tune in with you, to really just see how you just getting to know you, getting to love on you. As empaths, we often allow narcissistic behavior, you know, because we want to heal everything. We want to fix everything. We love hard. And sometimes we don't know our boundaries. And so we can connect sometimes to people that need that extra validation, those who are like victim blaming and self-absorbed. You know, empaths are natural healers. So it's natural for, you know, people who are in, you know, places of pain and torment to be attracted to us. You know, but it's so important for you to like sage your space at this time. It's so important for you to sage your space at this time. Like, so many amazing things are happening, but the energies have been high. It's been quite turbulent after that lunar eclipse. You know, so a lot of things have come up to shaking you up. Somebody is totally reminiscing on from the first moment that they saw you and how beautiful you were and are and still is. And it's like you hit their heart like a ton of bricks, and they like, dang, baby, why you gotta be so fine? Oh my goodness, divine feminine, like divine masculine, whoever your counterpart is, they like, why you gotta be so fine? Like, you just, they want to make you mine, okay? They like, how'd you do the thing that you do, the way that you do it? Like, they are feeling you super, super high. If you haven't met that counterpart in the physical, it's somebody that's speaking to you from a energetic level, from a telepathic level. He see you and he loves your confidence. So if any of you have been feeling like your confidence has been a little shaken up in this season, and you've been feeling like, you know, just just low in your energy space, don't buy into the illusion, because baby, you knocking them down like he sees you knocking them dead. That's what he said. It's like he's ready to bring you big gifts. 6 of Pentacles, big gifts, kindness, balance, collaborating together. Y'all may be building something together, building a business idea, no longer being so codependent. Them no longer being so codependent on you, because your growth and you walking away caused them to feel like they were left out in the cold. They felt rejected. But in the process of them feeling rejected, the break or the change or the whatever they experience, it's caused them to come up, ladies, divine masculine, divine feminine. It caused them to come out of the woods and start to recover and look for more positive change. In that 5 of Cups energy, many of you guys have felt like, recently here that you missed opportunities. But as empaths, my sisters, my divine masculine and divine feminine, don't buy into the illusion, because ultimately all it is you getting into the feeling. And I know it's tough. Sometimes you can feel unmotivated, but that means that something is off. You're not grounding yourself, and a lot of times with the 4 of Cups being here, that means you could be overindulging in your thing of choice. The thing that you do. You may like to drink. You may like to smoke. You may like to, do whatever it is you do, but there's overindulgence because you're not motivated. You've allowed depression to sink in. And sometimes that happens because we just, like I said, went through these lunar eclipse, Mercury retrogrades, and it was a full moon. So now you recognizing that whatever it is that you want and you desire, it's worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for because, man, you're learning about energies. You're learning to listen to yourself. You're learning to listen to yourself. You're no longer scared. You're no longer allowing yourself to accept, if people don't understand you. You're overlooking being misunderstood, and you're stepping out in the 7 of Wands energy and fighting for what you believe in, facing things head on. Because you recognize that haters are going to hate. So you walking into this newfound liberty. Some of you guys may be seeing eagles in different places, but you felt like you've been in such a fight, and now you've made a decision to just walk in that tranquility, that harmony, that balance. You recognize that, hey, it's not going to come unless you do the work. But I see Leo energy here. I see the 2 of Wands here, energy here. You're charting a course. Some of you guys may be entering into preparing for a new, preparing to relocate or to move into a new home, but you're future planning. You're considering your options. You are getting ready for change. You're not allowing yourself to buy into the illusions. So remember to keep your spaces cleansed, because as empaths, divine masculine and divine feminine, we feel and absorb the energies around us. We absorb negative energy. And sometimes that may come out in obsessive drinking. It could be sex. It could be shopping. It could be food, But just remember that you are in a season where opportunities are about to flow for you. Divine masculine and divine collective. Some of you guys may be connecting with someone who is all about justice. King of Swords energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but just in that father-like energy, very clear in their thinking. Something you guys have been working on in regards to just emotional awareness, just being more aware of your emotions. By the next full moon, you're going to become more aware of it. You're completing out cycles. You're completing out cycles because you're learning more about energies. You're learning to listen to yourself. You're learning the different personality types. And many of you have to ground yourself because you got the ten of cups energy, which is all about bliss. As empaths, we love hard, so we're always in that high vibe like energy. But sometimes, for the most part, we're coming out of that naive like energy and really learning to stand up for ourselves, because we know now that we're more than enough. We know that we're enough. In that Nine of Pentacles energy, we're standing up for what we deserve. We have been working hard energetically to get free of those old, just programmings. So you guys are more like focused on the self-worth. You really evaluating how everything makes you feel. Food, water, environments, people, connections, all of that is energy. Everything is energy. We're all made up of energy. And so you're learning now more than ever after coming out of this hermit mode, or just how to trust yourself. You've been on that soul searching journey. So when you're going through the soul searching journey, some people may make it seem like, oh, it's just so beautiful and it's so enlightening. But oh my God, it can get real ugly. It could get real ugly, and growth can be very painful. Just think about, for my divine feminines who've had babies, how just the different trimesters and levels of, pain and changes in the body that we have to go through. But I believe spiritual mastery is just like that, because you have to really tune in with the self. You really have to learn you. And I think in the society that we live in, we've been taught to be afraid of, just who we are. But I just want to say too that this channel, The Girl You Can Trust Tarot, is divinely protected by the Most High God. I cover it in Psalms 109 prayer. I thank you that we are protected, this divine collective, from all evil eye, from all wicked and vain imaginations, things that may come up against it, that no weapon formed against, my subscribers and those who are here to listen. Anything that's sent out against you shall not prosper. Why? Because you're in a place of enlightenment. You're facing your shadow side. You're no longer running from who you truly are. Many of you felt like you were in a season of fear, like you were losing love, like it was just unrequited, just wondering, was it truly love that you had in a connection or a situation in the past? You feel like undecided decisions made you manifest these hard times. And for some reason, some of you guys may feel like you're broken, like you feel hopeless. You're finding ways at night to cope. You feel like your heart is shattered, your dreams are shattered, but that's an illusion. And you're asking for reparations for the pain that you've been feeling. Many of you have been feeling afraid. But somewhere along the line, we all have messed up. But as empaths, you cannot allow yourself to get soaked in, indecision. We have to ground ourselves. We have to connect to the things that really give us peace. I know a lot of times as empaths, we have weaknesses for addictions because our purpose is to uplift the planet, to get those higher vibes out in the planet. And so a lot of times we feel so heavy when we can feel the energies of the planet. So we all mess up, you know what I mean? But you can't allow the stress to keep you in this indecision, this Two of Swords energy. It's time to get dressed up, get blessed up. It's all a part of what you truly believe. You got exactly what you need on the inside of you. It's just all about an idea. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. And believe it or not, you are in this Three of Wands energy. You're manifesting, your dreams. You're manifesting your dreams. You had to catch yourself because you felt like, you were scared of what that dark side really felt like. I can remember losing my mom and being so angry with everything, angry with God. I was in a terrible connection at the time, and I thought I was doing the right thing, but deep down inside, I didn't follow my intuition as an empath. I wasn't taught to trust that. I was living off of what status quo said, but if I had listened, I would have saved myself a lot of trouble. So I just want to say to all of my empaths out there, listen to yourselves, trust yourselves. When something feels off, pay attention to that. When you eat something, pay attention to that. As an empath, we experience migraines when we're under stress or when we're surrounded by a lot of negative, toxic energies. We go through muscle spasms. We go through depression. When we are around large crowds, I went to the Lauryn Hill Summer Walker concert the other night, Saturday night, and it's just, things don't just seem the same anymore, things just don't seem the same anymore. But I was grateful to be in the building. I was grateful to just be there to experience it, but it wasn't what I expected, that's for sure. Many of us are in this union-like connection. But I think what we really have to pay attention to is not falling back into connections with narcissistic connections, whether you find those traits within yourself or, you're ignoring them within your partnerships. They could be friendships, they could be, family ships, they could be new love connections, but it said lovers. So the lovers card came out, but it came out in the upright. And, the Lover's card is all about, relationships, being in alignment, the openness. But Spirit is actually doing a deep cleansing on a subconscious and emotional level. And it can feel very turbulent for you right now. But Spirit is saying have temperance, Get out of that impatientness. Get out of that impatientness. Get out of, the overindulging, the self-indulgence, because the Temperance card came out in the upright. So many of you may be really just off of your vibe, just not where you need to be. And so pay attention. You have the Five of Wands here in the reverse, and that's all about harmonious situations being resolved. So many of you are getting ready to see things come together. You're getting ready to see yourself cooperating, possibly with an Emperor. Many of you may be coming into connecting with Emperor, or you may be just operating strongly in your divine masculine energy. But with the Lover's card here and the Emperor directly under it, it tells me that and then the Ace of Wands fell right out right after that. Tells me that there is a passionate new beginning, and the Emperor is boiling over with ideas, honey. He is, oh my gosh, he's in reverse because he wants this thing with the lovers. So the divine masculine, for some reason, is going through some type of avoidance and conflict, or it could be you and your divine masculine energy, that's something that you're avoiding and you're breaking down. But it's time to make amends. It's time to fight to live another day. You might have been seeing birds around you, angel wings around you. You are protected, though. There's so much divine protection around you. I can see angelic beings all around you. And in about 6 months, you're going to see some inner truths on a deeper level. You're going to go through some type of catalyst for change, some type of transformation, just new beginnings. Oh my goodness. New beginnings, new beginnings, new beginnings. Oh my gosh, let me answer this phone. I'm recording live. Is everything okay? I'm on live. Tell him. I'll text you guys. Yes, ma'am. All right. I'm recording live. Thank you. Love you. Okay, bye-bye. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, my daughter has been here with me since my son transitioned. And so I have to talk to her, but I'm hearing him say God has not given us a spirit of fear. So it's something that you all have to overcome that's going to push you into this catalyst for change, this transformation. There's going to be some type of trigger. He said God has not given us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of love. And for some reason, he's saying that he knows that things can change, but he feels like divine masculine, divine feminine, somebody feels like somebody's been in conflict. You might have felt like you've been self-sacrificing, and that could be for, us as empaths. We do that. We tend to do that a lot, and we just have to be, really cognizant of, just aware of what's going on with us. But you have just too much caution. You feeling like you're unstable, a lot of delays. You're not seeing the blessing. You're not seeing, it's the Ace of Pentacles showing up in reverse. You're not seeing the abundance that's available to you. But many of you are going on this journey of tying up loose ends, validating your true feelings. And you may have to hibernate for a season. Just so you can, as an empath, we have to do that because we feel everything so deeply, you know what I mean? But you can't allow this, don't allow yourself to stay there too long, in that Five of Swords energy, where you feel in conflict. Oh, that's too many cards. You gotta allow yourself that grace, because there's a complete renewal that's taking place and you're gonna be moving to calmer waters. But you gotta trust in what you're creating. You gotta become more cognizant of what you're creating. Let me grab my little cards that I had made. I hope y'all are doing amazing. This is the Girl You Can Trust Tarot. These readings are general. And so with that being said, that could fit for any zodiac. It's for all signs. I believe that I'm here for the divine collective, that the people pleasers, the people that don't know how to say no because we're empaths and we feel so deeply, we love so hard. We're always willing to sacrifice ourselves to give and help others, but just I'm here and I'm all about lifting up the community, because the global community, because we all are dealing with something. And I believe, along with my story and the different things that I have experienced, I can just share and hopefully it helps somebody, if just one. Okay, the cards are just flying out, so these cards got a lot to say. Okay, I don't want to take this because it was so many that fell out, so let's see. Oh, Some of them are facing me. Somebody want to roll some more. Somebody want to smoke some more. Okay, somebody's doing a lot of smoking. Somebody's overly smoking. May need to get balanced as an empath. Sometimes we do that because we want to numb those feelings, because we can get overwhelmed with the feelings. But it says people are still afraid of who you are. They're even more afraid of you discovering and remembering who you are. People are afraid that you are waking up to who you are. They're afraid for some reason. Those who used to be able to manipulate you and have their way with you, they see that you're not the same, that you've changed tremendously, and it's quite interesting. And then you have somebody around you that wants to lose themselves in the daydream of you. He or she loves your smile. Somebody loves your smile. Sometimes some of you guys can be daydreaming about someone and you love their smile. You love to see them smile. It brings you joy. Or somebody could be they just love your smile. They love seeing you happy. They may not say it much. They may keep it in their head, but they feel lucky when they're with you and around you and in your energy. They feel like you just make things happen, okay? And it says psychic energies, start your day in the still place of solitude and freedom. Be free of thought. Be free of thought. Get out of your head. Get out of that overthinking. Okay? Your desires are being transformed into new passionate ideas. The Ace of Wands energy, baby. Like, your desires are being transformed into new passionate ideas. Remember, when you're in neediness, it creates resistance. No more neediness. You are supported. Everything we do, everything we are spirit and energy. Like, we are energy. Arrogance wants to rob you in this season. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. That was another message that came to me, that we have two paths, Divine Collective. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. And then you guys are getting ready to walk into unity bonds, unbreakable bonds. I mean, like, and you're going to feel so liberated in these bonds and connection. And many of you are finding your way up. Many of you are in a place where you're like, girl, please don't disturb me. Or don't disturb me. I'm not in the mood, okay? But get out of that energy. Like, when I say that, meaning feel what you need to feel. Don't suppress it. But just know that whatever you're feeling, if it's on a low vibe, it's keeping you stagnant. So just learn the balance. It says your crown is protected. So if you are in fear about things, know that you are protected. The 4 lions, you might have been seeing lions all around you. You may be a Leo, but your confidence and creativity is very high at this time. You're bringing closure and clearing out a lot of old and outdated ideas. So you may be feeling the weight of that after this lunar eclipse and full moon and Mercury retrograde. A lot of that is what you may be feeling. And the more heightened you are in your empathic way, it's going to be quite different from person to person. But just give yourself that grace. Your ideas are otherworldly. Your ideas are otherworldly. So aim higher. Your ideas are otherworldly. Your ideas are otherworldly. Give me a second, guys. Let me take this call. Hey, I'm still on live. Is everything okay? What time is it? Okay, if you give me 15, I'll call you back because I'm going to close it out. Okay. All right. Somebody's like, I'm on do not disturb. Somebody is a major Chris, what's Chris' name? Chris Brown fan. Some of you guys may love Chris Brown. Somebody is in love with Honey. How your body, your shape, your butt. They love your butt. Like they're just in love with your shape. They think you so fine. You got the Ten of Pentacles. So you got the Ten of Pentacles energy. Like it's upgrades entering into your life. Like some of you guys are getting ready to invest in commercial realty, new deeds, stocks, IRAs. You know, you're building a real legacy, hedge funds. You're getting ready to get trusted up. You about to, create trust funds and foundations. But you are in an inheritance season, so you're going to be receiving things out of nowhere because you're in a space of limitless wealth. C Corp, big bank, big bank, big bag. So get ready. Stay out of that energy of feeling overexerting yourself, feeling worn out. Too much strain has been on your nervous system. So release certain things and let it go. Your brain waves are taking new shapes. Your brain waves are taking new shapes. You tying up loose ends, guys. We're tying up loose ends. This is the girl you can trust. All this, the energy is fluid. I'm here for my divine masculine and divine feminine. Y'all mean so much to me. I can say, tarot from where I come from was so demonized, but I must say, it has been like healing in a box for me. And so I'm just so eager to share with you all what I've experienced on top of everything, because ultimately the cards for me, because I was in such a hermit mode for so long, in such a bound, toxic relationship that was very karmic, but it was a lesson made. So I don't regret it anymore. Now, back then, I regretted it, y'all. I had a real problem with it, but I have learned to embrace everything that has come. And that's why I can say I have peace. I'm making my peace every day, every moment, and allowing myself to grow and giving myself the grace to, through God, all things are possible. Like, we just gotta take the limits off. But, we got a windfall coming. Abundance is coming. Abundance is coming. Your hands call for abundance. Your hand calls for gifts. So command your gifts, decree your gifts to start coming in. You might be getting a promotion on your job or a pay raise or a new contract, or you may be closing in on a real estate deal. You may be getting winning in a lawsuit, or but it's successful ventures, new opportunities. You're in the season of that as you are, connecting with that twin flame, the narcissist, who has no choice but to come up because you are coming up, whether that be divine masculine or divine feminine energy. You guys are communicating on a telepathic level. It's so much fire and passion between you guys. You guys are magnetic. It's a divine connection, and you guys are strong soulmates. So many of you are connecting with your soulmate in the 5D, in the spiritual realm, and justice and balance is being brought to this connection. Choices, wanting to make things right. So, the narcissist wants to come back and make things right about all this third party energy, the karmic partners and friends, just certain obligations that they made a commitment to. It's justice is being brought, and there is this emperor who's packing their bags and moving towards growth and change because you decided to move on. For whoever you are, whether you're in the divine masculine or divine energy, divine feminine energy, and it's gonna cause swift progress because now you may be into like wearing vintage clothing. You might like vintage luggage. You know, you may be doing something involving the railroad tracks, but you are moving on, and there's going to be fast communication coming in because of your changes, your upgrades. So allow all of this energy to come because it's bringing you this Two of Cups, this magnetic connection, feeling drawn to someone, this chemistry. But it's all about, you know, you allowing yourself to be free in your mind and not be deceived anymore with this belief systems and the mask coming off in reverse that says, hey, the person who was in, you know, he might have been a nice chocolate, handsome, or he could have just been handsome but real sneaky, or you might have been in this self-deception energy with yourself, but now you've recognized that the mask that you were wearing before, that the society was wearing before, was causing us to stay confined in these prisons and these poor connections. And so now we're in the planet of Uranus. You know, some of you guys may be really operating in your space of freedom and breaking free from old cycles and walking into a new cycle. Fast change, though, a new direction is arising. So some of you guys may like red hair. You may be changing your hair color. You may be outside in nature because you're coming out of this cold energy. You felt stale, like you were hiding your feelings. You're blocking your emotions. You were wearing a mask, or he was wearing a mask, or she was wearing a mask. But now, Spirit said, now you guys are alchemizing. You're balancing each other out. You are coming into transmutation. Like, you're no longer allowing yourself to be manipulated by anyone that operated in narcissistic like traits. You're learning how to not overcompensate just because you love hard. You just, you know, empaths, we never stop healing. We never stop growing, you know, because we are who we are at the heart. So, you know, we're just learning how to put up those boundaries and no longer being a doormat and just overcompensating. We're walking into our true north node. You know, we're bringing an end to the emotional abuse, whether it's from an outside influence or an inside, whether it's our own poor thinking. But we're getting out of the belittling season. And you're diving deep, you know. You're learning to take care of yourself as much as you've been taking care of your mate. Many of you are really questioning how much you give into your connections. Are you overcompensating? Are you overdoing it? You know, because we as empaths, we have the ability to just see the good in everybody, and sometimes it can be taken for granted. And, you know, people can feel like you're naive, but we have to develop a sharp mind, empaths, in this season. We must develop a sharp mind in this season. Like, that's the only way to get to where it is that you want to go. So you got to question yourself. Are you allowing the emotions of love to keep you in a continuous cycle that's not healthy for you? You got to check yourself. You have to ask yourself the hard questions. But being an empath, we have to learn how to set boundaries. And sometimes that's saying no to loved ones and family members. So you get firm in that space. And then when you're there, you're no longer manipulated by others and their energy. You're now controlling the room. You're, you know, not allowing yourself to be overwhelmed by the outside influences. So you're coming into a season of letting things flow. Because when we suffer with, you know, issues, when we're not in balance, you know, we can have digestive issues, migraines, stomach problems, muscle spasms, you know, especially when we're overwhelmed and in stressful situations, you know. I've had many things happen to me back to back before my son's passing, and I kept seeing death. I kept feeling things, and, you know, I just didn't want to believe that God would allow this to happen. But, you know, I felt it. You know, I felt it. And many a nights I felt panic. So I just want to say to you, if you guys are experiencing any type of loss or grief, don't allow yourself to stay in that panic mode. You know, because we can be overwhelmed as empaths with chronic fatigue, depression, we're also susceptible to addiction. So seek out some help or counseling, because I'm not a doctor, you know. But just know that we experience levels of stress and emotions from all different personalities or whatever environments we're in. So it's about learning the peace and balance and boundaries, you know, placing the right things in your body. But energy needs an outlet. So enjoy life, but do it with moderation, guys. Because we can have an addictive nature, because we want to ultimately feel good, and sometimes we can feel things so deeply to where we want to just numb it or sleep it off or find some way to comfort, whether it's through overeating. You know, many of us have different outlets because we want to fix everybody's problem. And that's not our job, you know. But we do uplift the planet, you know what I mean? And there's so many benefits for us to heal. So many benefits, so many benefits. You know, pay attention to the red flags. 2023 is going to be a summer of love. That's what I kept hearing in my spirit too. 2023 is going to be a summer of love. 2023 is going to be a summer of love, because so many of us are dealing with our abandonment issues. You know, abandonment issues sometimes can affect your speech to where your throat chakra, you're not speaking your truth. But we're getting ready to move into a new space. Big hearts, big issues, cardiologists. So make sure you guys are going to see cardiologists if you guys have felt any type of issues concerning your heart. Marco or Mark may be significant. Some of you guys may be giving birth. You may get pregnant or giving birth to new ideas. You know, eagles and lions again may be may resonate with you. Your loved ones are all around you. You may be going to visit grave sites, and some of you all may be revisiting old ideas. Some of you guys are going to be purchasing new vehicles. Some of you guys may be getting jobs with delivering packages. But transformation is in the air. Shift is in, all kinds of shifts is happening within our self-awareness on a collective level after this full moon lunar eclipse. And it was in Scorpio too. Like it's bringing light to our shadow. And so we're seeing things. There were so many things that I was checking and recognizing about myself, but I didn't do it with judgment, because we're alchemizing this energy, because the shadow side is necessary. It's necessary. You know, but beware of the gravitational pull. You know, right now it's a bit heavy. So balance yourself, ground yourself, root yourself. There's a divine masculine that wants to open up about some secrets, some things he wants to share with you. Some of you guys may be meeting people on train rides. You might have met the love of your life on a train ride. Some of you guys may be attending circuses or having birthday parties with clowns and kids. Pro wrestling may be significant. Victoria's Secrets may be significant. Some of you guys may be traveling to Dubai. Some of you guys may even be connected in biracial connections. Pay attention to your breath work. Make sure you're doing your meditation and breathing. Just, you know, because there's something happening with the air. I've had visions of glass-like cities. Something about hospitals and CIA, Secret Service, veterans. You know, parents learning just how to embrace their teenagers and children's choices and lifestyle choices. It's been a lot of things that's coming to the forefront. Somebody might love Fila sweatsuits. You might be seeing cats everywhere. You might have been hearing Whitney Houston a lot. You may love Whitney Houston's music. Texas may be significant here. You may be interested in time traveling. Some of you guys are going to be going on vacations and taking up new hobbies with surfing. 2018 may be significant to you. 1983, 1993 may be significant to you. 1996 may be significant to you. You may like Tom Hanks. Many of you are releasing and going through an amazing, super emotional release, a purge. You know, walking away. Let me do that out. Walking away from old toxic feelings, because you're now in this gratitude and abundance like energy. Some of you guys may like hoodies. You may be coming up with a hoodie line. But some of you guys go back and forth with this doubting and staying stuck in this masculine energy. And you're having to find the balance. You know, learning to be more confident. You've been allowing the ego to take control, but you're stepping back in because you see, that's crazy. I ain't even recognize it. See how Spirit's so powerful. You're so deep, God. Oh my God. Look at this. So you showing up here as the divine masculine and the divine feminine energy. So the divine feminine can, when she's in her high vibe, she's intuitive, she's nurturing, she's creative and magnetic. But when she's in the low vibe, she's wounded, insecure, and codependent. When the divine masculine is in his high vibe, he's logical, he's confident, he's assertive, and he's very protective. So ladies, some of you are going to have to learn how to accept his protectiveness. Some of you guys may be really connecting with your neighbors. Weird accidents are going to turn into blessings. You're going to stumble across some blessings, but biracial couples. Some of you guys may be of Indian descent. You may be Canadian. You may be my Anglo-Saxons brothers. Some of you guys may into working out, honey. You might have them, oh girl, them abs forever and a day. You might be just real fine, but love being in your hoodies. Somebody love hoodies. Somebody's really into makeup. You may be into tattooing and art. You may be really connected to the moon energy. Some of you guys may be getting clash action suits, something involving your hair. I'm hearing the names Stephen, George. Some of your feelings are being exposed because there's been a lot of deceit. So you're getting raw and vulnerable to speak your truth after this lunar eclipse. New jobs, maybe something with cable and internet. Companies with Bed Bath & Beyond are opening up governmental jobs. You're cleansing the fear and facing the deep shadow. Can I have 3 cards for the Divine Collective for the overall energy of the Oracle deck? Uranus, the planet of revolution, that came up again. So there's dramatic revelations and shocking information coming to the light. So there may be some news about caring connections that you were not aware of, that's shocking, that is exposed. Because of this awakening, it's causing big changes and deep shadow work to take place. Caring connections and loving connections. 14 may be significant to you. 5 may be significant to you. Storm in reverse. That means that the storm is in reverse, baby. You winning. After this caring connection is causing you guys to take leaps and bounds over these storms. Y'all turning y'all storms into, you're alchemizing them into the lives you truly want. And you guys are going on this journey. You guys went on a journey within, but now you've gone on a journey with this caring connection. I'm going to read to you guys what the card says. And you're in this blossoming energy. You're in this blossom abundant energy, guys. Like, listen, I don't care what it looks like. I'm not saying you can't, you got to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Africa may be significant, then you might be, they might have called you a daredevil. You may be into horses. Emerald may be one of your favorite colors. Whistleblowers may be significant to you. And just know that the timing will be perfect. Everything comes into the right space and sequence. Everything for you comes in the right timing. Everything comes to you in the right timing. The timing will be perfect, collective. Everything comes to you in the right space and sequence and time. Okay? The timing will be perfect. It's already yours. Everything, everything, everything. Everything. Protect your peace. Sometimes you're going to have to walk away from some people to protect your peace. But you're elevating to a place of emotional maturity. You're going to have to ask yourself if who you're connecting with, are they emotionally mature? Checking your mates. Somebody into your text messages or even and trying to check you out through CSI. Their private eye. Y'all better stop doing all that, because what's meant for you to know, it's going to be revealed. If you got to do all that, something is wrong. I'm sorry. But, I understand people feel like they got to be safe, so no judgment here. Just remember, it is work. Ask yourself, is it working? Get to know yourselves. Some of you guys are really getting ready to take platforms where you're really speaking and using your throat chakra. But it's a season of no more settling. Do you know what you really want in a mate? That's what you got to ask yourself. Because the narcissist is showing back up with all the tricks and cards and trades. Like, be ready. Be on the lookout, because they're showing up. And you really have to just pay attention to how things really make you feel. But the Caring Connections card is all about friendship and partnerships of two. Possible love. This reveals a caring connection, but usually between two people only. So no third party energy. This is a deepening connection, a kindred spirit friendship, or even the appearance of new love. So be open, guys, to new love. Whether it's within yourself, whether it's in your business, whether it's in just valuing everything that you have, your children, just healing and family connections. But it says two. But it can also signify a formal business partnership. So many of you guys may be entering into partnerships where you really support it and you got exactly what you need. I received that. Be on the lookout, guys, for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate as well, or purposeful. But be aware and be present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds, guys. We're forging new and deeper bonds. Type that in the chat. I am forging new and deeper and healthy bonds. Okay, there may be a tender karmic connection at hand in your life. Pay attention to that. You guys got beautiful love that you are manifesting. You guys are going to be taking trips. You're going to be journeying spiritually and vacationing. Y'all going to be vacationing with this new connection. And the storm card in reverse, honey, you might have been seeing 1010. You might have been seeing 25. You might have been seeing 14, 13. 13 may be significant to you. But the clouds are moving. The storm card in reverse indicates that the dark times are behind you. Listen, guys. It's upside down. The dark times are behind us. I lost my son, and I am determined to show up and share with as many as I possibly can, because I went through depression for years, addicted to, the pain meds, because as an empath, I didn't understand that addiction is something that we can easily fall into when our boundaries are not protected and when we're not aware of who we are and what our limits are. So I went through a dark period, guys, but I'm determined to have a healthy experience and give myself grace when I fall short. But this card is all about taking heart that sunny skies and better times are on the horizon. So though it may look dark, you're entering into that sunlight energy. This new light may bring a time of reassessment and redirection for you. So many of us are redirecting ourselves. We're really getting down to the nitty-gritty of what's really important. We're reassessing everything. So let yourself consider, where you want to go next. Where do you want to go next? Is it Paris? Is it China? Is it down the block? Is it Atlanta? Is it Miami? Is it Canada? Is it India? Is it Houston? Is it Dallas? Is it North Carolina? Is it just in a peaceful space within yourself? Where do you want to go? Consider where you really want to go, guys. Also, spend some time reflecting on the difficulty that has passed. I have been, listen, after my son's transition, I have been reflecting on what really matters and what is important. So I hope that if you are experiencing any difficulty, any loss, I pray that you are reflecting in a healthy way, that you're not allowing anxiety to overwhelm you to where you miss it. Because I believe once you heal to a certain place and you start to understand who you are, you set up those boundaries, even if you've fallen in love, because sometimes we can't help when we fall in love with a narcissist. You are in a healthy space where now they're not overwhelming you with their energy, and you have more control, and you're controlling the narrative when it comes to you and your peace of mind. That is a season that we're entering in, okay? So spend some time reflecting on all the difficulties that you've had to endure and overcome. So I just send more strength out to you. Then also remember, what was the lesson you got out of this? What lesson did you get out of this? Whether it's about self-love or empowerment, remember to bring these intentions and the lessons you learn into your new bright path. Listen, you ain't go through all that hell for nothing. Bring these new lessons into this journey of where you're going now. I think this is so beautiful. You are journeying into a caring connection, okay? You are journeying to a caring connection. Some of y'all might love bags, expensive bags. Y'all might be going to the Louis store, the Gucci store. Some of you guys may be journeying into buying new land, because many of you all are creating a legacy of wealth. You're alchemizing all that old energy. You're balancing the yin and the yang. You're in your masculine and divine feminine. And ladies, you are allowed to be in your feminine energy, because these masculines are looking for that love and nurturing nature in you. They seek it. Many of these brothers are going to be crying and sharing things with you guys. So I see a lot of Scorpio energy, a lot of Cancer energy, a lot of Pisces energy. But just know that water is healing. Start speaking into your foods, your waters, drinking lots of water, guys, getting your system hydrated. Many of you guys are getting ready to travel. Much progress is on the way to you. You are moving on, and new levels of communication is opening up. There's going to be amazing chemistry. Some of y'all are going to be really getting it in. Y'all going to be experiencing new sexual positions. Many of you are going to be getting healing in your sexual parts to where you're free and to embrace your sexuality in the department of sex and love making and being more comfortable with your body. And because shame and just being ashamed of and embarrassed of your body is something that I struggle with. But do you know that's one of the lowest frequencies, to be shameful and to live in regret? All the many things that we have been taught, we've been medicated and feeling shameful and bashful. I can't speak for nobody else. I'm going to speak for me. I have. But I am so free to be me now, and I'm so thankful. But you're going to feel so drawn to someone. You guys are going to have a very chemistry, magnetic connection, because you guys are going to alchemize. So for those of you all who are prepared to deal with some of those who have not risen to, that complete healing, you're going to have the space and love to be able to tap into that blossom in abundance. because you guys are walking in forgiveness. So you're going to hear a lot of apologies coming forth. Somebody really wants to speak their heart. So just be in a space to open up and allow emotional confessions to take place. It's time to take your creative pursuits public. Don't concern yourself with criticism or rejection. Just do you, be the best you. Because the offer is coming in. Okay, I'm going to pull out one more card. My Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn, Aries, Taurus, Pisces in the building. Hopefully you guys are connecting with your moon sign, finding out your love languages. But many of you guys are going to be public speaking. You're going to be opening up to possibly deals coming through with TED Talk. Many of you are going to be really moving forward with new concepts and ideas on your social media platforms. You're going to be communicating more and just walking into your true north node. Some of you guys are going to go viral on your YouTube channels. Many of you guys are going to be bestsellers on Audible. You're redesigning the paradigms in your bloodline for the next 100 years. That's the way to end the message, Spirit. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Listen, you are redesigning the paradigms in your bloodline. That's why I feel so heavy. That's why I feel so overwhelming. That's why I feel so burdensome, baby. Because you are redesigning the paradigms in your bloodline for the next 100 years. 100 years. Legacy wealth. Spiritual abundance. Abundance on all levels, guys. You are changing your entire DNA. You are learning how to effectively communicate in this season. And I'm super excited, man. All of these readings are generals. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment below if you got something out of this message. It's so refreshing to know it, but I've been feeling y'all energies either way. If you feel shame or shy, you know, many of you guys are going to be getting text messages. Some of y'all going to be sex texting. Somebody wants to communicate with you. Somebody want to talk to you. You're going to be receiving also downloads from spirit. So just be open. Make sure you're grounding yourself and getting out of nature. Sage is a good antidote for empaths. It's from the earth. Native Americans use it to get rid of anxiety, to help with menopause, night sweats, being able to sleep at night. So just be open to listen to what your spirit is leading you to do concerning healing techniques. Some of you guys may be going into holistic businesses. Some of you guys may be actually really tapping into your north node and finding the thing that you really enjoy and making money out of it. So kudos to you. I think that's an amazing way to end a reading. Spirit, the Holy Spirit is redesigning the paradigms in your bloodline. In your bloodline, okay? For the next 100 years. Legacy, wealth. Take time out of the equation. The spiritual abundance is yours. You own it, okay? We are in this world, but not of it, all right? God has given us dominion over it. I just speak Psalms 109. Protect this page and all of my divine collective and subscribers that's connected to this channel from all evil eye and hexes and spells and divinations and curses through all platforms that are sent for ill intent. I pray that you guys are intentional and really just living your truths. I just speak blessings and I pray over you guys daily. I love you all. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Look out for more. I'm going to create some videos and just put them up there. But this is my second time going live, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys. Mwah.